like, comment, and subscribe. And I just want to tell you to keep going. Fight through the emotions, fight through the thoughts. Um, whatever situation you're in currently, let me turn my phone up. Whatever situation you're going through currently, that's not the final stop. Keep going and get your win. It's not about WEN, it's about when you WIN. And the WHEN is up to God. Timing, divine timing, it's all up to God. God answers your prayers. Keep praying and keep being persistent with whatever you're trying to achieve. Just keep showing up. That's like 90% of it. Just show up. Show God that you're willing to work towards, work for whatever you want out of life. Like, don't just expect it to just happen. Pray, work towards it, manifest it, be consistent. God hears your prayers, and God doesn't answer our prayers on our timing. God answers our prayers on His timing, when He thinks it's necessary, when He feels like it's time, when He feels like it's time for you to get out of your situation. That's when God will bring you through it. So just focus on praying and just manifesting a better reality, speaking the things that you want to see in your life, speak it to existence. Know that everything that you're going through will come to an end. Like, this is not it for you. This is not all. Like, keep going. If something comes in your life and it's not exactly what you want, let it go. Because God will give you exactly what you need. In life, you do not have to settle. You don't. You don't have to settle in your situation. You don't have to settle in a relationship. You don't have to settle at a job. You don't have to settle where you live. You don't have to settle for nothing in this world. You don't have to settle for your car. You don't have to settle for anything. God will make a way. Whatever is hurting you or whatever you're going through right now, you can pray your way through it, and God will see you through it. And God will make sure you will come out on top in the end. It doesn't matter about your past. What matters is, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do to fix your current circumstance? What are you going to do so you can have stability in your life? Like, stability, being stable mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially is so important. Stability. Like, what are you going to do this year to make sure your life is set up and stable and consistent and persistent, with a steady income, with a steady prayer life, with a steady doing things that feed the spirit? Like, everything in your life. That's another word for this year. Like, get some balance to your life. Even though you might be a person that's always focused on goals, focus on God and goals and your dreams, um, you also need to have some balance. Like, get a new hobby, find some things that you like doing, join a group of like-minded people. Like, try something new. Life is about, like, enjoying life. Like, life is not all about, okay, I gotta get this house, I gotta get this car right now, I gotta do this. Like, it's great to be goal oriented and focus on your plans, but you have to um have some aspect of your life that's enjoyable. Because if you're just constantly focused on goals and um getting a certain house and all that, that's great. But if you're not focusing on feeding your spirit, feeding your laughter, feeding your joy in life, like, it's not gonna be balanced. Like like that saying goes, work hard, play hard. That's true. If you know you're a hard worker, get out there and do something that's gonna make you smile and just gonna lift your spirits. Do something exciting, do something adventurous. Like, that's the word for the year, adventure. Like, embark on a new journey. Don't be afraid to start something new. Like, don't be afraid for new starts, because 2024 is all about new starts, breakthroughs, changes, um, moving. And it doesn't have to necessarily be just moving like in a home. It could be moving like changing your career, um, shifting, going from maybe a person that was um doing healthcare to maybe a person that's getting into business. Like, this year is all about the shift and how you manage it. Like, are you gonna be open? Are you open to new things? Are you open to life's the doors that life is opening to you? Like, are you open to it? Like, are you ready to receive all of these new things? Like, 2024 is just like new. God is doing a new thing in your life. It's a new time for you. It's time for you to focus on yourself. Like, it's time for you to make sure you're happy and that you're taken care of in every aspect of life. Like, that what 2024 is about. 2024 is about you. Like, making sure that you're living life. You're not just going about living life like the mundane, doing the mundane things every day. Like, life is about having some type of enjoyment. Like, don't you feel good like when you do things that are out of the norm? Like like going traveling a different way to get to where you're going, um finding a new route to wherever you're going, meeting new people, um going new places, trying new things. Like, that's fun. Like, when you're doing the same exact thing every day and you already know the exact routine is not gonna be anything but the same, like, that gets boring. And that's when things tend to get off balance, because if you're doing the same thing every day and you're not adding any form of enjoyment to your life, like, that gets really boring and tiresome, and that can knock you off track mentally. So you have to not only feed the spirit, but you also have to feed your spirit by um living your life. Like, if it's a place that you know you have always wanted to travel to, and go there. Like, what is it gonna hurt to just go to a new place? Like, if you have been in the same situation for a while, like living in the same place, you see the same people, they can get suffocating. So go somewhere new. Like, get out of your old environment and just try something new today. Well, it's probably nighttime, which you get what I'm saying. Like, try something new in this month of June. Try something new. Meet some new people. Get out of your comfort zone. Like, what can you do in this month of June to get out of your own comfort zone and get out of your own way? Like, If you're a person that wants to make videos, make videos. Like, it's so many people that want to hear your story and would just love to hear, like, what's going on in your life. Like, what's going on? Like, how did you do it? How did you make it? How did you overcome um life's obstacles? And it doesn't just have to be online. Like, you could do this in person. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I like to go up to people and have like conversations. Like, especially with like homeless people. I love to like just talk to them and like kinda like pick their mind, like um and just find out more like about their past. I don't know. That's very interesting to me, like just talking to a random person and they just telling you about their life and their obstacles and how they overcame things. Like, that's very interesting. Nothing is more interesting than a person. Like, people are so interesting. So that's what I say for the month of June. Like, meet some new people, do something new, go somewhere new. Like, get out of your head and start getting into life. Oh my God. Get out of, let me repeat that. Get out of your head and start getting into life. Like, if you're a person and you find yourself just constantly in your thoughts and just battling, thinking about things that have happened, get out and do something. Move your body, work out, meditate, pray. Um, if you're a person and you're looking, you really need God to move, do a fast. Um, like, fasts are so um soothing to the spirit because they when you fast, like, it allows you to get so closer, even closer to God, and God will literally answer you. Like, when you're going on a fast, make sure you have like a question for God, or make sure you're asking God for like some guidance, some wisdom, something, something of that nature. Like, and it doesn't have to just be fasting from food. You can be fasting from your phone. You could fast from um anything that's a habit that's keeping you from getting where you want to go. You can fast from it. So anything that you do and it's not helpful to getting where you want to go, you can fast from it. And when you go on that fast, just ask God for wisdom and guidance. And if you have a question, ask God, and He's gonna answer you, like, either during your fast, after you complete your fast. Gonna send you. He's gonna send you a sign or something. Like, fast. I feel like fasting is so necessary for just feeding the spirit and just getting in alignment with God's plan for us. Because when we are just going on our daily lives and just doing things that aren't good for us, we're not able to hear God because we are surrounded by so many distractions. So when you go on that fast, it's like you're cutting out distractions. So God is just right there, just right at the, He's always with us. But when you go on that fast, it's like you could just communicate. It's like a clear form of communication. Like, you're not distracted. Like, God is always there, but sometimes we are not there. Like, did y'all hear it? God is always there, but sometimes we are not there. Like, God is right there with us, but we'll have our minds focusing on something else, focusing on something that's not serving us, focusing on something that's hurting us, focusing on something that's hindering us, focusing on something that's stunning our growth, focusing on someone that isn't good for us. Like, we have our mind on something else, and God is like, I'm right here. But we just, sometimes we're just so in our thoughts that we don't even take into consideration that we can just pray and ask God to get us out of this situation. Like sometimes we just seem to take things into our own hands, and when we take life into our own hands, that's when we lose. Like you cannot win without God. And if you know somebody that's not of God, and you feel like they're winning, just know that that's not of God. You know, the enemy can bless you too. Like the enemy will allow you to sacrifice people and things, and in the end, if you're getting blessed by the enemy, he's gonna want you to pay him back. So don't think that the enemy is gonna just give you whatever you want and you're not gonna have to pay something back to him. Yes, when the enemy blesses you, you are forever indebted to him. Yes. You're gonna have to give whatever he gave you back with interest. Ooh. So like I had wrote up my post. Um I had wrote on my my phone getting hot. I had wrote on my post about what I said about waiting your turn. Yes, we have to wait our turn in life. Like, just know you will get your turn. And when you get your turn, make sure you do the right thing with it. Hey, I'm just was about to get off of here. I've been on here for about 16 minutes, 17 minutes. I'm about to get off. I love you all.